Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial is on our final look in our Colourpop palette series. I absolutely love this palette. As you guys know, they have two different ones that they sell at Ulta. This is the neutral palette. I really want to get the color palette and do another series with that. I just got to get on over to Ulta. So that might be up in the future, but today's look is a very golden glam, very simple but smoky look, good for day or night. So if you're interested in seeing how to get this look, keep on watching. So starting off, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I already have my eyebrows done to where I don't have to add that into this video for you guys. That's a whole separate thing. And I just want to give a good base to start from for these shadows so they're nice and blendable. So then I'm going to go over top with a face powder so that way we have a nice smooth surface to work from. Jumping into our Colourpop palette, I'm taking this really pretty camel, medium brown tone, and I'm popping that into my crease area on a big fluffy brush. I'm slowly building this because this is going to be one of our two shadows that we have on our lids. We're doing something very simple for the top because I want this to be easy day or night. So this is kind of how we're going to introduce the two together. Then going into the golden tone of the shimmer shadows in the palette, I'm going to take that on a flat synthetic brush and I'm going to pack that all over my lid to where I get as much opacity as possible. And I'm going to make that line between my lid and crease area pretty sharp, and I'm going from corner to corner from eyelashes to crease with this. Then using my Flower Automatic Black Eyeliner, I'm going to line my tight line and my waterline. I'm going to be smoking out my waterline, so make sure you do a good coat on that area. And for my wings today, I'm using my Wet n Wild H2O Proof Liquid Eyeliner. As you guys know, it is my favorite. And we're doing pretty dramatic wings today since we are doing lashes. I'm keeping them on the thinner side, but they are going to be a little bit longer. Then for our lashes today, I'm using my favorite ones from eBay, and I have a whole tutorial on how I put these on and the process that I go through. But while the lash glue is getting tacky, I'm going to put a quick coat of mascara on, and this is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Mascara. It's my favorite because I never ever have issues with this flaking underneath my eyes. I absolutely love it. And then while my mascara is still wet, I'm going to pop on my lashes and press the two together. Then moving on to my face, we'll come back to the eyes later. I'm using my Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, and this stuff right here is my favorite to prime my face with because it leaves my skin slightly tacky, so it helps a lot with the longevity of my foundation. And for foundation today, I'm using my L'Oreal True Match foundation, and this is one of my favorites from the drugstore. It's a pretty dewy finish, but it's not so dewy where I have to set my face with a powder, so I love that. And it's a pretty medium coverage, so you can build it up if you need to, but I like the little sheerness that it has. For concealer today, I'm using my Makeup Revolution concealer in the color C3. I love this concealer. It's exclusively at Ulta, but it gives amazing coverage. I have no issues with creasing. It doesn't oxidize yellow. It stays true to color, and it sets beautifully with powder. Highly recommend this guy. Then to set our concealer, I'm using my Bed Night Colorless Luxury Powder. As you all know, it's my favorite, and I love to use this one on a dry beauty blender. This one's actually the Real Techniques one, just because I can get a better evenness of powder, and I can get a really flawless finish. Then hopping into my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, I'm just going to be bronzing up my face, the hollows of my cheeks, my temples, and my jawline, just to give me a nice sun-kissed look because we're going for a very glowy, bronzy kind of vibe with this. So you can go heavy-handed on the bronzer. Then for contour, I'm using the same palette, and on my Moda brush, I'm carving out my cheekbones because I want my face to be very structured for this. And then I'm also going to be carving out my nose. I don't always do that. It really just depends on the type of look I'm going for. And since we are focusing a lot on the structure of everything for this look, I do want to contour my nose for it. So what I do is I just take a little bit of my contour that's left over on the brush, go down the sides of my nose and the end, and then I buff it out with whatever's left on my concealer brush to where it blends really nicely to my skin. Then going in with my Milani Luminoso blush, I'm popping that on my cheekbone area and slowly building that. It is one of my favorite blushes and always will be. As you guys know, I love it. Then with our Colourpop highlighter in Stole the Show, it's got a really pretty like white yellowy tint to it, so it's perfect to contrast with the gold. And I'm popping that underneath my brow bone and also on my cheekbones, my nose, and my chin. My piercing is still healing above my lips, so I do not want to put any there. I'm just trying to avoid that area as much as possible right now, but feel free to highlight that if you want to. Oh, and I like to use my finger on my nose. I just feel like the opacity is a little bit better and it doesn't cling to my pores. Just a little tip. And then jumping back to our eyes, I'm using this dark brown in the palette, and on a flat little smudging brush, I am going to be smudging out and buffing out that eyeliner and smoking it down into my lashes. I want this to be very deep and smoky because that's going to add the drama that we need to make this a day or a night look. Jumping back to our transition shade, I'm just going to be buffing that out on a little fluffy brush until I get the right amount of smokiness I want, so I slowly build this one until I get to that point. Then to highlight my inner corner, I'm using the yellow gold in the palette, and I am just going to be pulling that down a little bit into my tear duct area and on that lower lash line, little portion that's empty, and then a little bit onto my lid to tie everything together and really open up my eyes. I'm giving a quick coat of mascara to my lower lashes, and we're moving on to the lips next. So for lips, I'm using my NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick, and this is in the color Beauty Mark. I was going to use a Colourpop lipstick, but I wanted something that had a little bit of a cooler tone brown to it, so I didn't have one in my collection, so I went with a NYX one. If you've got one from Colourpop that you love, feel free to do that lip instead, but this is what I was feeling for the look and kind of tie it all together. Oh, make sure you also prime your lips with a good chapstick before you use the matte finish liquid lipstick. It will last a whole lot more for you. And that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. We used only 5 eyeshadows to create the whole eye look today. I kept it very simple, very easy, so really easy to recreate if you're starting out with makeup. If you guys have any other tutorials, videos, anything like that you guys want to see, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. I would love to create one for you. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media. I have Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat. All the names and links are in the description box below, as well as all the products I used today. Also check out my previous tutorial on this look right here. It was very fun to recreate, and I will have the link to that down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!